Hey, yo, what's up? This is KLA, Cloud the Wanderer, and this video, I'm doing some reaction videos. You know, I took some clips together and just felt like I wanted to do some reactions. So, here's the first one.
Dominated over 1,000 straight men, and this is what I've learned. Gender roles are bullshit. It's so exhausting trying to be the gender role that you're assigned. They don't exist. Let's talk about legging, but replace the L with a P. You with me? 99% of those straight men wanted it missionary, with direct eye contact. I'm talking over 1,000 men. With direct eye contact. I think if we stop shaming people to these roles, a lot less hearts will be broken, we'll be freer, people will be happier. Get rid of gender roles, they're all an illusion.
I'm a little slow, but, some things I didn't really get from her, but, she's saying that what if there's no gender roles? Like, so how should I view you? You know, a lot of these women, man, they want to be masculine and feminine at the same time. And now the men we're being feminine and masculine. So it's for her, like, I mean, like, there's no gender roles. Like, what, a world with no gender roles? I don't get that. You know, because how do you differentiate what a woman do and a man do? You know, women, they get more privileges than men from from what I be seeing, you know. But I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still be trying to figure that out, you know. So yeah, man. Here's another clip.
Dude, boys, I have a question for you. Do you really care if it's considered gay or not to date a trans girl? I know you want me.
You know, the crazy part is that this person, they look like a woman. You would never tell that they they were actually trans. That's the mind blowing thing. Like, yo, it kind of reminds me of this this cartoon that this kid did when I was like, had to be like in grade school. And one of the characters he did, it was a lizard acting like a dog. And so, there was one point, I was kind of like imitating it a little bit. Like, I would draw my own cartoon character and make like a lizard. Like, I remember I did like the son of Godzilla trying to act like a dog. I don't know, it didn't make sense at the time, but that always stuck to me, like the lizard trying to act like the dog. So that's what I see with these trans people, you know, they're being something that they're not. You know, if somebody want to get with them, who am I to say anything about it? It is what it is, but it's very mind blowing. A lot there's some of them that you wouldn't even know that they was biologically a man. Like, this moments that you can see it, but like from this person in this video, ain't no way. If you didn't really see that trunk they had between their legs, you would not know that's a freaking biological male. So, but I don't know what to say, guys.
Do you need help here? Thanks, but we finally got this one contained.
Any remaining victims? Just sent the last one to Gotham General.
Good work, ladies. Let's wrap this up.
They seem to be on top of things. Impressive.
Almost reminds me of home.
Yes, but who wants to live in a world without men?
They can't possibly be that essential to your life.
Don't knock it till you've tried it, Princess.
Nah, she let her know. Wonder Woman is like a symbol for feminism a bit. Well, not a bit. You know, like even like the old comic strips, it 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 was like known that there was some lesbianism in that joint too. Like it's an island full of women. And yeah, it's a representation. Wonder Woman's more of a representation of feminism, I would say, like the modern women of today, you know. And Hawk Girl, she's like more of saying that, yo, we need men, you know, like what are you talking about, you know? And that goes, I mean, I think, you know, there's women that despise men, really, and there's men that don't. There's men that also feel the same way about women, you know. But we need each other. Come on, like it'd be kind of boring if it wasn't no women. Like it would. Pain in the ass that they are. You know, it to me, you know, it wouldn't really be no. It wouldn't be that interesting. You know, there's moments it ain't a big deal too. But imagine if it was a planet of men. How would it work? You know, same thing with a woman. You know, I didn't get that Themyscira thing. Like there's an island full of women where Wonder Woman comes from, and there's no men. In the comic book, I think they they were men, but they imprisoned the men. I think this was like at the new 52s at the time, but yeah, but you know, Wonder Woman is a representation of feminism. Yeah. So yep. So on with another one.
2.5 minutes remaining. 2.5 minutes remaining.
Fine, come climb like, oh, she's got a little, what do we call this again? Number, what's the doll's called? Marionette scenario going. Woo. Oh, the hand behind the back. Let's see how flexible it is. This is awfully steering super fast, and I've never seen anything quite like this in my life. I've watched a lot of jiu-jitsu. This is team jiu-jitsu. I've never seen anything quite like it. She can keep that grip on the wrist. Fascinating to see what this take it back. The triangle again, jumping over that shoulder. That hand's completely isolated. Hard for him to stop that leg. Man, I wish this was a long game.
Yeah, let this go.
Man, Baston's tough kid too to stay standing. You see it.
I was gonna say, what's the take?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well done. That was awesome. Well done, Sun Yu.
Very cool.
Impressive.
Curtis wins for
Now, that was
Daisy
to me
Fresh
one of
Kid.
the coolest submissions I've seen.
Yes.
Ever.
Standing.
Fascinating. Done.
That was kind of interesting, man. She wrapped herself around the dude, and Homeboy was trying to get her off him, trying to get her off of her, but she grabbed him by his arm and stuff. Like, wow. I remember I seen some of the comments on that video, and they were saying that, you know, if somebody was saying if he would have slammed her, you know, he would have got hurt. And then another person was like, it's a good thing he didn't slam her. You know, it shows that he was holding back. Yeah, you know. But it's very interesting, like these young people, like these high schoolers, man, they're competing against each other, you know, growing up. You didn't really see that much, you know, a boy wrestling with a girl and all that type of stuff like that. So, and this is another clip. It's a little bit similar to what we seen just now. Oh man, this like yo, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a kid today, man, I don't know how would it be for me. You know, you're getting slammed against the floor by a girl. You know, don't get me wrong, there's strong women out there, but you know, for a male to be beaten up by a girl, it's like it can be humiliating because they're considered to be the weaker sex. You know, like I was watching this video where this dude he grabbed this girl and this was in the subway and she started screaming and then all of a sudden all these guys in the train station was ganging up on this dude like preventing him not to grab the girl and stuff. And so the girl got away and the guy got beat up and stuff. He got pounded out by all these dudes. You don't even know what happened, but the simple fact that this girl had like the upper hand where, you know, she's the vulnerable, weaker sex. So I don't know, man. And then you see these young girls going against these young guys, and it's like, wow, they beating their ass. I'm always seeing a video where a girl is beating up a guy. Yeah, majority of the times, like especially like in these wrestling, um, like like these wrestling tournaments. So, ugh.
Hell is it about me that makes me look fucking approachable? I'm not approachable. Like, if you see me and you come up to me and you're like, hey, can I get your number? No, and I say no, I'm not nice. Leave me alone. Like, it literally blows my fucking mind.
I don't know, man. I see when I seen this video, man, I'm like, you know, I don't get some chicks, bro. Like, yeah, just leave them alone. There's dudes out there that don't want to say anything to these women, man. You know, there's women that's like that, but I don't think every woman it's not approachable. It's they're approachable. There's some women that can be approachable. I'm not gonna lie, you know, it may not be easy all the time because there's times I've said hello and I've been ignored. But you know, I think you just gotta keep talking. You know, it's not very easy. Definitely not very easy. But it is what it is, man. I really don't know. So
Manda um directzinho aí, se treinar, tá top. Se manter.
Tem que ser na hora do treino.
Não, na hora do treino não. Tem que pelo menos ter a vida igual a minha, né? Ter a vida fitness. Não é à toa que eu tenho esse shape, né?
Eita, cara!
Aqui não é qualquer trans, não, meu amor. É a trans.
Yo, this is mind blowing. Like you seeing these trans chicks, bro. Like, man, like, you know, I don't got no words for that right now, but you know, so there be moments I got like some like the algorithm it has me like showcasing all these trans women and stuff like that. So for some reason, you know, it can be deceiving, man. Like, yo, like check this one out.
Hey, you're sexy.
Thank you, girl. You too.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's something like that. It's something like that. I know, yo, this is gonna be crazy. I got other trans videos. So,
Do you
check
think
this
as a
out.
straight guy, you could ever date a trans person? Because that's something you just want to experience but not take serious.
So you get to a certain point in your life where it doesn't matter anymore. Like, you know, you're born to die.
Like you find something to actually like
So-
chase and be like permanent with, fully owning it in your life.
I'm talking about straight people. Straight people who like trans, they don't feel like they're gay.
Men, that's such a defining thing you need to fight against, especially when you are straight and like just being with trans women. It's like hard to escape that constant like argument.
What we like are women. So for us, it's perfect because I'm not talking to you because you're trans. I'm talking to you because you're a woman. You like a woman. I'm attracted to you because you look like a woman. It's
You
in
want to
your
allow yourself to
anatomy.
just experience the beauty of the person.
Right. So what's crazy, she knows everything already.
Sometimes maybe you need to be more understanding of male characteristics and like, you know, I think what men are and like what the male experience is, and it's not as like empathetic or humane as your own. It's not like a gay and gay relationship or lesbian relationship. It's a dynamic of you're a trans person and a like straight person from a different background, you know?
You speak truth.
I do speak truth.
And deep into your eyes. Because you are that bitch. Look at you. It's crazy that girls who are bad know they're bad. And it's like aspect. It's like when you know you bad and you hear all your life how beautiful you are and how sexy you are, it kind of, it does. It does impact your am I saying it right?
Physiological.
Yes. You find somebody who's bad? Like
What does
this?
that mean?
You find somebody who's
What
bad?
does bad mean?
And she got personality or a vibe? Now you hit me. Now you hit me.
I don't know what to say, yo. My man is in this delusion. Yo, it's almost like Star Trek, this Star Trek episode where I think Spock, the Captain Pike, he went into this planet where these aliens would create stuff like delusions and stuff like that. And yeah, he was all beat up for something, like his body was all like he couldn't move. And so he ended up being in the planet, really. He felt that he just wanted to be in this delusion where, you know, that he sees the beautiful woman, and yeah, it's the planet of delusions or something like that. It was one episode Spock took him, and they was there before, and I remember that episode. It kind of reminds me of where I'm going with it. It's like, you know, Homeboy he's like Captain Pike in that Star Trek episode where he's in this planet of delusion. You know, I mean, you like what you like. You know, I can't. Who am I to judge you? But I don't know to say that you're straight. You know, I'm not. I can't say that you're straight, brother. You know, but
Palu godamnya. Meleset ke sini dia. Nggak, tadi yang ini juga kena, terus ini meleset tuh, lecet tuh.
Itu ada bekasnya tuh, bekasnya nyata banget, kena banget di tangan ya. Bener-bener bukan ditempel.
I don't know how she trains. Yo, that is crazy. Her hand is connected to that goddamn hammer. Like, I feel sorry for the dude that that try her, bro, she is gonna give that man a beating of his life. You know, like, yo, how do you train to do that shit? That is crazy to me. Yo, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to be training like that. Like somebody hit me with a hammer with my fist. That is insane to me. But you know, I've seen this girl on. I've seen that girl on Instagram. She be doing some stuff that I'm not sure, boy. The I guess it goes back to the gender role thing. Man, I don't know. That just can't be me.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'2".
And in heels?
And these about 6'3", 6'4".
Has your height affected your dating life?
More so when I was little. I was a little bit more, I wasn't quite as confident as I was now with my height. My last name's also Little, which doesn't quite help.
So how tall do you want your man to be, realistically?
He doesn't have to be my height. I prefer about 6 foot or over, but I find that it's never the girl that has a problem with the height, it's the guy that does.
Why?
I don't know, you might have to ask the tall men that.
But 99% of women say 6 foot and up, including yourself.
Well, that's because I'm 6'2".
But even women who are 5'5" or 5'7".
Well, I can't speak for all that. I'm not asking for a man that's taller than me. I'm asking for a man that can handle me being taller than him.
So you think it's more in the man's insecurity?
Not always. I think everyone has their preferences, but I have found that in my case exclusively, that it sometimes can be.
So you feel like as a tall woman, you intimidate a lot of men?
I intimidate a lot of people, period.
Look, man, I don't care who I'm with. You know, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. You know, all this height stuff, these females, from what I see, you know, I watch Pop the Balloon. He's not tall enough, you know. So me, it doesn't matter. I like short women. I like tall women. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. So, I mean, it ain't really much to say about that shit. So.
If you don't eat pork, I got bad news for you. I'm at Publix right now and I'm gonna show you something. You see this ingredient right here? Monodiglyceride. It's in almost every single bread product in Publix, which means that you're eating pork if you eat bread from Publix. Look at it right there. It's in all of these. Bro, I can't eat nothing. But some of these right here actually don't have it. This is the Cuban bread and it's safe. Look, you see the ingredients? This one is good too. The point I'm trying to tell you is that you need to actually read. Oh, wait. Let me show you something else. Okay, now I'm in this section, the Hostess. You see that right there, mono and diglyceride? See right here, it says it can be derived from plant sources, including pork. They are not going to tell you if it's actually from plants or pork. More than likely, it will be from pork. And the crazy thing about it is that it's not just bread, it's cakes, it's cookies, it's crackers. Y'all really need to be mindful when y'all start buying a whole bunch of this stuff, especially if you don't eat pork. Chick-fil-A's bread got it. Burger King's bread got it. Wendy's bread got it. The only one that I saw that didn't have it was Five Guys. But it's insane how they're just sneaking pork into all our food. And if you watch this video all the way to the end and put it in the comments, stop sneaking pork in my food. That way I know you watched it, okay? Bye! And make sure you share this with a friend who doesn't eat pork. That way they know. Bye!
So you'll never know when you eat pork. That's crazy. You know, 'cause I don't eat pork like that. So, you know, like she said, like there's a specific ingredient that they put and it's mixed with pork or plants or something like that. So that, man, that's crazy. It's in the bread that's in McDonald's and all that type of stuff. I don't do McDonald's too much. And then she even showcase the Cheez-Its. I eat those joints. Yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't want to be Muslim. Yeah, you know, they do got halal food. So yeah, they got like near me, they got this restaurant where they got hamburgers and all that stuff, you know, halal food, well, the meats. it's allowed. Yeah, man. You know, a lot of stuff, man. They put like your sugar, refined sugar. Next thing you know, you got you got diseases and stuff, and all this other stuff like that, man. You know, it's all an agenda for some reason. You know, I know I'm just ranting, but just be careful what you eat.
So, Short Kings, let's get one thing straight. Confidence, it's really not about acting tall. It's owning your size and still standing strong. I'm 6'10", and I honestly don't care how tall you are. All I care about is how fast you break eye contact, especially when I tower over you. Pro tip? Quit begging for attention and start commanding respect. Real ones, they don't shrink around strength. Let's be real. So, do you think you're ready to stand in front of a giantess?
Yeah, she's 6'10". Wow. Probably make some jokes. You could dunk a basketball. Yo, imagine she wrapping her legs around you. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have no problem of trying to talk to a tall chick like that. Like, if I seen her, I don't know. But it ain't just about looks, too. Personality wise, we gotta be in sync. It ain't all about looks. So, did I cover everything so far? I got like maybe 2 more.
Because I'm transsexual.
I have another question.
Hit me, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, like, how does the whole process go? Like, how do you just wake up one day and be like, not even just like changing your whole, but how do you that one day? Like, you just wake up and be like, I'm tired of bitches down. I'm trying to get down.
That's not how it works. So, basically, if you want to know the truth, a lot of people, that you think are straight usually aren't.
They gay as hell.
Exactly. But that's the thing. The thing about gay people is that they like gay men. They want men, right? So the thing about that is when I was younger, I was really never thinking about having sex. I was never really thinking about any of that. I was thinking about feeling like I was in the wrong body. Now, that's a challenge by itself. That's a psychological issue. Now, I always explain this just how it is. It's 2 ways to transition. One will be physically, another will be mentally. Mentally would mean conversion therapy. Second, you can physically transition. It means you have to change everything about yourself and be the counterpart that aligns with your brain so you can live easier, so you want to live easier. So sexuality and then being transgender is 2 different things. I always knew I liked boys. I've never had, not a bone in my body just being attracted to females. Like you would never be attracted to a boy, and you don't know how it feels to be attracted to a boy. Just like I don't know how it feels to be attracted to a female. Just because I'm biologically male doesn't mean I'm going to...
Wait, hold on. So if I thought you was bad, is that... Never mind.
That's not gay, because you're attracted to biological women, and I embody a biological woman. So here's the thing. Men like men. Do you think a gay man would...
Nah, because you got a pussy.
A gay flamboyant man that got pink waves and a Nicki Minaj shirt walking the mall, he sees a girl like me, doesn't know I'm trans. You think he'd just walk up and be like, oh yeah, I need that.
Really saying that's crazy. I get everything you're saying.
Me being a trans woman, you get a car, you buy a blue car and you change it red. Not everybody knows that you bought the car blue. I go out, not everybody knows I used to be a transsexual. So my life is just how a biological female lives her life, unless people know. And then when they know, it's just like, a lot of emotions, a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of, trying to understand, this is new for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny part. She looks like they look like a woman, really. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even say it. they look like a female, man. Like, yo, it's deceiving. It's really deceiving, man. Like, it's really Transformers. I mean, if a guy is attracted to you, I don't know to say that, you know, he's straight, you know, because if he knows that you're a biological man, you know, why would you continue to just carry on the relation? I don't know. It's not meant for me. Look, man, do y'all, man, you know, but you know, I would say to her, man, like, you just gotta let motherfuckers know what you are, you know, because that's deceiving. I'm not gonna lie, man. Imagine if I was with a trans person, like, I don't know how would I handle it. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's deceiving because they look like a fucking woman. They do. They look like a woman. Like, there may be some parts you can tell, like, even if they say it, but they look like a woman. And a lot of dudes would probably get caught out there. There's dudes that wouldn't care. Surprisingly, they would not care. And hey, yo, to each his own. But I don't know. Just be careful out there to the guys that, you know, don't want to get caught up into that.
Bodybuilding and gender transition are exactly the same. In fact, bodybuilding is just a socially acceptable version of gender transition. In both cases, you're trying to align your body with a version of yourself that exists in your mind so that you can show up in this world in the best version possible of yourself. In both cases, sometimes you have to be all natural, sometimes you rely on TRT. In both cases, sometimes you overcome some of the hardships and unwanted traits with surgeries. In both cases, if you get a head start and start early, the results are even better. The only difference is that one is so socially acceptable that it's rewarded, and the other one is villainized because it's least understood. Change my mind.
I guess they're saying that the trans thing is acceptable and the bodybuilding is not. You know, I mean, they can be that. You know, I think I was saying this to somebody. They are a bit similar to a certain degree, especially with women, because they get confused. People get confused with them over, you know, somebody that's trans. So, you know, yeah, man. I don't know how deep I could go with the conversation, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But this was kind of very interesting for me to talk about. You know, this was something I just did. You know, I did what I covered, what the gender roles, trans women, and women that's doing stuff that, you know, men wouldn't even do, and women trying to compete with men, all type of stuff, to even just Wonder Woman. So, I mean, yo, if you like the video, man, give me a like. If not, whatever, you know, let me know what was your thoughts on me doing this, man, because I seen these clips, man. I just put it together and I just said, hey, let me do something. So yeah, put something in the comments. Yeah, so I'm gonna skedaddle for now. See y'all later.